Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon wherever you all are at. I'm Najumu here and welcome to a Just Chatting stream. That's right. We're finally getting a non-game stream after all this while. I think the last Just Chatting stream that we had was at the end of last year. So we're almost like going into half of the year without having one of these, even though I did promise that there's going to be more of these. What can I say? There's too many cool games out there, and there'll be even more that will be coming out at least in the coming weeks or months as well. Yeah. But with that said, today we'll just, talk about anything. We'll talk about random stuff, random daily stuff, what I've been watching, what I've been playing, off stream, what's the plans for the next week. And there's going to be something very cool that we'll talk about close to the end of the stream. So it's going to be pretty fun. And it may include viewer participation. I wonder what it might be. Only one way to find out is to have to endure for a bit of yapping after a good while. But with that said, we have Caped, aka Chapet, in the chat. Hello, good evening. We have UK. Hi, UK. Welcome. Good to see you. And we have Kirby as well. Hi, Kirby. Good evening. Hope you all fine people are doing well tonight. Yes. But first thing I want to talk about is I'm gonna vent for a little bit. So it's related again to the new apartment that we've dropped in last November, right? So there are some parts of the apartment that we ourselves managed to fix, right? Like I did talk about the water heater in one of the bathrooms that we had to change, despite they promised us that everything that's already there is new and is well taken care of. Wasn't the case with one of the bathrooms. Oh no, it wasn't that. They have quote unquote new room doors, which are very annoying in order to deal with. And just today, at least like the outside of the door of the apartment, usually with doors, they have like, how can I call this? They have like kind of like wood around it in order to give it like some kind of a design look. Yeah, it's like so old and not taken care of that part of it actually fell outside of the apartment door. And I'm like, come on, this isn't even an old complex, This isn't even an old complex. It's like, what, like 7 or 8 years? You could have at least managed to get like, or refresh the new like apartment doors. Come on, man. Like, it's not like you can't afford it or anything. You have like 6 floors with a lot of people in it. So I am very sure that you got a good chunk of change when it comes to the rent, right? At least you could have done like maintenance in such things like, the door itself. The door itself, when you actually close the door, it just doesn't close fully properly, right? There is this like gap. Even though you can like lock it with the key and everything, there is this weird gap that is like kind of annoying, right? It will probably require like changing the entire door, and well, I don't know. We're not gonna pocket this thing because we have already pocketed a lot, and I do mean a lot of things that we had to fix. Like, yeah, like the aforementioned water heater. We managed to fix that. Some other things in the bathroom, in another bathroom, like the water spray. We had to fix that. Another one is one of the toilets was not functioning correctly. We had to fix that as well. Even though, again, like I said, She promised us that everything is a-okay. It's done. You managed to pay the insurance before you enter, before you like get into the apartment, and everything will be fine. If everything was fine, then we wouldn't have to fix all these things from our own pockets. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Well, unfortunately, this was like probably the only choice that we had because, you know, we were pressed on time. Right? We were pressed on time, and we don't have a car in order to go around. Yeah, we don't have a car in order to go around in order to find stuff, right? It's just like annoying. Just like annoying to be like forced into something that could have been better, but it's the only choice because you have nothing else to do. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're still thankful that we actually found it on time, but there's some growing pains. It's some growing pains. Yeah, it's still happening, Kirby. But at least the thing with the door outside, we ain't paying anything for that. It ain't none of our business. We didn't destroy anything. We didn't touch it at all. They gotta fix it up. It's not up. It's not our responsibility. Also, I'm seeing lyrics for Billie Jean. Interesting. Hello, by the way, Petron. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but you know, we'll just grin and bear it. That's all I gotta say. We just grin and bear it. But again, let's see. What else should I talk about next? I could talk about things that I've actually watched recently. I did talk a little bit yesterday about finally catching up with season 3 of Kimi ni Todoke, and the gap between season 2 and season 3 is insane. You know, nobody ever expected that the anime is going to continue, but you know, 13 years later, they decided, okay, Netflix thought that, okay, a lot of people liked the live action show. A lot of people liked the first 2 seasons of the anime. All right, let's make a season 3 of the anime. And well, here we are. And from watching like the first episode was like an hour and 5 minutes. And I'm like, wow, why is it like very, very long? But apparently they just basically crammed in 24 episodes in 6 so that it'd be just like a 24 episode season. Looks like you're into Michael Jackson. No, I do know Michael Jackson. I just know that it's interesting that you mentioned Billie Jean. It's pretty random, but it's cool. MJ is cool. I think some of my favorite songs are like Stranger in Moscow and Beat It. And what else? Let's see. I think there's one that I also like. Let me remember it. Oh yeah, Remember the Time. Yeah, I like Remember the Time as well. That was good. The music video was kind of cool too. I'm surprised that Eddie Murphy was in it, but you know, it's pretty rad. I checked the Dead as Disco. The game has custom import of songs. Yes, I do know of that. There was this short that was in Max, aka Maximilian's YouTube, that had him play on a track from Anarchy Reigns. How about the Beatles? Oh, the Beatles are cool. Like, let's see what songs. I do know of at least the Yellow Submarine animated movie, which I think is based off the song, so that's pretty cool. It's been a while since I watched that, so. But yeah, they're like very, very old. Like I can't remember most of their songs. I think the only thing that sticks in my mind, like I said, is Yellow Submarine, because it was an animated movie and it was very surreal and cool. I saw a video of someone import. Yes, you did link to me last time the MJ song, which is, let me actually check. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, Smooth Criminal. Yeah, you linked me Smooth Criminal. I've just recently Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Ooh. That's that is quite the mouthful, but I am pretty sure, like, yeah, it's just basically Sgt. Pepper in for short, but that is quite the long album name that they had. But you know, they were at the top of their game, so it makes a lot of sense. It's glorious. Yeah, I want to actually, maybe one day I'll try Dead as Disco and maybe import some like funny songs in there. Maybe I'm trying to think of what songs we could add in there. Maybe something like fighting game songs. Like I would expect something like something from like the Tekken 8 OST would probably be fire with a game like this. Yeah, maybe Tekken 8 or Tekken 7. Yeah. But as I was saying about Kimi ni Todoke, the third season, I've watched the first episode, and while it's very long, it just felt like, man, it felt like I just went back 13 years ago. It just felt like that. Like the animation doesn't feel different. The characters are pretty much, you know, accurate. The voice cast is exactly the same. No change. There was no recasts, no nothing. They got everyone back on board. And while a lot of people say it's, you know, it's kind of, it's like, it's the typical shoujo manga. It's the typical, like, you know, shy boy loves shy girl, or there is a good reason why it's probably one of the best out there, you know, the best of the modern age of shoujo romance manga, right? There's a real good reason. There's a real good reason that they managed to even adapt it into a TV series, a live action TV series, and of course have multiple seasons of anime. But yeah, I think honestly, sometimes like things that could be regarded as generic can still be like good or even great as long as it's executed properly, right? People say that there isn't any originality, there isn't any like uniqueness out there, but with the considering how much there are things out there in entertainment, be it not just in manga or anime, but in movies, in books, in stories, in video games, in music. Like, there has been a lot of things that have been covered by people in the past and in the present. Nowadays, people are looking for the execution, right? How it's like done properly, right? For some reason, you look like a doctor for me. A doctor? I wish I was a doctor, Petrin. I wish I was a doctor. No. I am just a space guy who just fell onto Earth and just wants to hang out with all the folks on Earth and have a good time, enjoying all sorts of hobbies. Yes. Yeah, you can see like on my jacket, you see the Sagittarius logo up there. that's pretty much a good example, right? Like if you see like the full design, it feels like very techno-wearish. And I gotta thank Gira Papa for that. Yeah, bless him. He is very, very cool. Very, very cool. I wish the best for him, because last time when I talked to him, he felt like things are a little bit tough on him. But, you know, I trust that he'll be able to do his best and keep at it at the best of his ability. But yeah, again, back to discussing about things that could be considered as generic, but can still be good. Can still be good. It could be very enjoyable. Like, I'll give you a good example. There is one genre in anime, right? There is this one genre in anime which is everywhere these past few years. It's almost this past decade, and that's isekai. There is always a multitude of isekai shows every season. Although, to be fair, while there is still many of them, there is still variety. There is still, fortunately, variety of other genres in there. However, I think, like, the genre pretty much is running on exhaust fumes right now. Yeah, I don't know. There hasn't been a recent isekai series that really, like, molded change to the genre as a whole. Speaking about hobbies, my hobby is to do a highway roll racing with heavily modified cars that could hit 200 miles per hour. Let me guess, do you enjoy playing games like Wreckfest, for example? I think that's a kind of game that could allow you to do such things. I know Wreckfest 2 has came out recently, but I wonder if it's still in early access. Let me see. I did enjoy the first game quite a bit. It's basically done by the same developers who worked on the Flat Out games. The Flat Out games, I think I only played Flat Out 3, which was fun. It was fun, but I think it's probably not as fun as Wreckfest. In the end of the day, though, I still have that, like, yearn for Burnout 3 to come back. Man, Burnout 3 was probably the peak in extreme racing and, like, insane crashes. Like, I would say it's probably the best of its kind. I was actually playing an old Japanese racing game, like Tokyo Extreme Racer 3. Oh, didn't they bring that back recently? Yeah, I could swear that there is a new Tokyo Extreme Racing that is on Steam. I think it came out last year, didn't it? Yeah, it actually came out last year. And a lot of people like it a lot. Like, it is a revival of the franchise that people think is, like, really, really cool. I never did try the Extreme Racer series. I may consider giving it a shot. There is this and Forza Horizon 6 that are tempting, right? Like, I'm not that great in racing games, but I always like these high octane racers where you just, like, drive in insane speeds and just do all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah, the simulation kind of racing is not my kind of thing. More power to people who do like it. I'm pretty sure people like, I don't know, maybe Kirby or Caped would like some of the more serious racing games, like, because they do watch Formula 1. So I'm pretty sure, like, if they want to play a racing game, they'll probably play an an F1 racing game. I do know that Kirby did get Forza Horizon 6. I'm kind of curious on your impressions about it once you actually play it. The game itself is based off a real-life illegal highway racing at Wangan and Shutoko highways in Japan. Yeah, that's actually a thing. That's why Initial D exists, because it's also based off of that. And Wangan Midnight, the arcade series of racing games, are also based off of that too, from what I remember. You played Gran Turismo? No, but I do know it looks really cool. I think the last PlayStation console I had was the PlayStation 3. I did not get a PS4, and with how things are economically, and with how the console prices are going up the roof, probably no PS5 either. I don't know if Sony's ever gonna bring a Gran Turismo on PC though. I don't think there is one. Like, I know a lot of their single player games are on Steam, like God of War, the newer God of War, and of course the multiplayer games. But now that they mentioned, like, I think because Gran Turismo is a multiplayer game, it should be on PC eventually if they make a new one. It does have multiplayer, and I don't think it's like single player focused, although it does have like a single player campaign from what I've heard. But yeah, Gran Turismo is cool, but like I said, I'm more about, you know, going at like insane speeds and like flying all over, like doing flips with the car and like crashing into other cars like that. I think another good example of this is a franchise that I still haven't actually checked out, but it does seem like it's my jam. It's the San Francisco Rush series. Yeah, the Rush series are probably a good example of that. But again, it's just a shame that, you know, we're not getting something that is as good or wild as Burnout 3. It's unfortunate. I mean, some of the developers of the Burnout games went to make their own studio called Three Fields Entertainment, and they made another game called Dangerous Driving, but that didn't get the best reception. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they need more time to cook in the oven in order to make something that is, you know, that is just as good or even better than their original work. But yeah, racing games, I don't think like he played a lot of racing games on stream. I think the only time racing games happened was when that idiot from whenever the hell he is played, what was that, Burger Kart and Garfield Kart? Like, what why does Garfield Kart exist? I don't understand. I understand, like, back in the day when everyone was trying to copy Mario Kart, there was like, I remember there was one for Nickelodeon. There's still a bunch of kart racers from that have Nickelodeon characters in it. It still is weird to have SpongeBob racing against, I don't know, Aang in a cart for some reason, but you know, when the money machine rolls, anything could happen. Yeah, it's just weird that Garfield exists. Are you into car racing games? No, I think like because you are new here, UK. I do play a lot of variety of fighting games, but I am more into fighting games and visual novels. We do this is a variety game channel, but I am more biased towards fighting games and visual novels. But as for bikes, does Trials count? Does Trials count? I love Trials. Trials is amazing, right? The Trials games are amazing. Like, it's basically bike riding and just doing tricks, but all sorts of insane tricks, right? And you could, and I think in later games you can actually customize the tracks. So you can make, like, you can put hazards, whatever you like, and like do like whatever you want with your tracks, which is amazing. And you're gonna have custom soundtracks as well. But yeah, Trials is amazing. I think my favorite of the Trials games is Trials Evolution. Yeah, that was probably the best out of all of them. Although, Trials. Let me remember what was the other Trials game? Come on, I need to remember. Oh, Trials. What was the most recent one? I need to actually remember. I may need to look it up on Steam. Trials. No. Trials. Please. Let me see. Just give me a second, guys. Need to actually remember. Trials Fusion. Trials Fusion was, was pretty fun. It was good. There is Trials Rising, which was unfortunately not that great. And it's kind of depressing to see after going from Evolution to Fusion to Rising, how like the series have gotten like, not that great. Thanks, Ubisoft. That's a great job. Great job, Ubisoft. Yeah. Oh man. Ubisoft. What a company. There was a time when they did like, amazing stuff. Like, I did really like Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends. Like, they were fantastic platformers and they looked amazing, right? And then they decided, Rayman? Who the hell's Rayman? We'll have Rabbids, right? We'll have the Rabbids. Like, even when they had the crossover with, with Mario in, with the two strategy games, the DLC for Rayman, they didn't even let him interact with any of the Mario characters. I mean, all right, cool, I guess. Cool. Well, they're not doing so hot either. There is like the whole Prince of Persia remake, the Sands of Time remake that has been gone through multiple overhauls and then got fully canceled. And I'm like, man, they're not in a really good place. Mario and Rabbids was pretty cool though. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad game. Don't get me wrong. They are good, right? It's probably one of the best things that the Rabbids were in. But I'm just saying, like, it could have been, Rayman could have been as a playable character, but that didn't happen. Oh well, it is what it is. I already played the Burnout games, Burnout Revenge, but I'm into simulation kind of racing games recently. Oh, yeah, sim racers are cool. Sim racers are cool, and I understand the appeal for it. But, you know, to me, the whimsy of video games is that it's not realistic, right? Video games, like, you can go balls off the walls when it comes to, like, concepts and things that you can do. So that's why I prefer the more fantastical things. Rabbids Go Home. Yeah, that was... I don't know. Yeah, the Wii era, man. The Wii had some really, really cool games, but... oh boy. The games that relied on the Wiimote were so many, and a lot of them were just not very good. They were just not very good. They were just bad. The Wii is like 20 years old. Yeah. You ain't old yet? Yes, I do. The replay, I was so desperately searching for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Replay watch for my favorite. Mine was Watch, and she loved the replay? Nice! It was worth the effort. Good job, Kirby. You kind of persevered, and it worked out. Never had the chance to play the Asian family restricts me. Oh, no. Oh, no. You have those parents. I am so sorry. You have these parents because if you want to play the video game, you gotta study. You gotta do your thing. You gotta work hard before you get to play. I remember that well, too. Like, when I was younger, I wanted to like get like the latest games and stuff like that. And so there was, for example, Smash Brothers, right? There was Smash Brothers. Like I tell my dad, Dad, please, can I get Smash Brothers? Oh, okay. And then he'd say, sure, son, let's go. And then we get the game. And then when we get home, my dad tells me, you know what? I listened to what you wanted to say, and you wanted to get the latest game. And, you know, now you got to listen to me, right? You got to listen to me. You will not be able to play this game until you finish your exams. Once you finish your exams, you can actually play whatever game you want, like the game that we bought. And then, yeah, you got to work hard. So, yeah, there was this bargaining system that my dad had. God rest his soul. But yeah, the Wii was something. The Wii was great, but the amount of like shovelware was just that used the Wiimote and not so well is just like, yeah, that was an era. That was an era. Although to be fair, shovelware always exists plentiful when it comes to popular consoles. Even to this very day, right? Even to this very day, there will still be shovelware. And thanks to the rise of AI, you will get even more shovelware slop. Like, I hear the PS Store on PS5 is just chock full of this trash, and I'm like, who even buys these things? Like, I see there are YouTube channels that have that are achievement hunters, and they play these games, and you look at these games and you see a number of them. They're exactly the goddamn same. They're exactly the same, and you finish it in like 50 minutes. What? Why do these games exist? Why do they even sell them? Who even buys them? I just don't know, man. Just don't know. Like, shovelware is just now easily just like it's as easy as taking a dump in the toilet. That's how bad it is. You just go to the bathroom, take a dump. There you go. You've already shat out a shovelware game. Ah, oh well. My favorite game of all time is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is amazing. It's amazing. I love the Galaxy games. I love them. I love them so much. They're both very whimsical, very creative, amazing use. The Wiimote, the visuals, the music, the aesthetics. It's amazing. Amazing. Probably one of my favorite Mario games of all time. Do I prefer 2 over 1 or 1 over 2? I like them both equally. We should be able to play the Galaxy games in co-op. I think that may be doable. But it's not actual co-op, you know? It's not actual co-op. It's not like, say, you're controlling 2 different characters, right? Like Super Mario 3D World, right? No, like actual. Wait. They cracked Sunshine 2 with 2 characters? Oh, that's it's modded. Oh, it's modded. Yeah, I see. Would be fun. But yeah, it's modded. I thought it was official. But yeah, it's probably modded. Yeah, but again, Galaxy, like the Galaxy team was cooking. There is a good reason why they made Galaxy 2, and it's just as great as the first game. I love both of them. Very, very good games. Where would I actually put it in the Mario tier list? I'd actually put it alongside Super Mario World. Yeah, on the SNES. Well, that's timeless. That's a timeless game. Super Mario World is a timeless game. I liked Odyssey. It was fun. It's a good game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Odyssey. But I don't know. It just didn't stick with me in my memory, just like the Galaxy games did, or Super Mario World. The music in the Galaxy game, yes. Again, full orchestra with a few of the traditional MIDI music here or there. It's just amazing. Yeah, you know what, Kirby? I think I agree. Odyssey was a good game, but Galaxy was better to me. Yeah, I think I agree. I agree with that. I still haven't played 3D World. Ford Galaxy? No. We're talking about Super Mario Galaxy. No. It's not the car. No, we're talking about Mario. The Italian plumber with the nice mustache. Oh yeah, I should be playing Wonder sometime. Ooh, I've been wanting to play Wonder for a good while. Maybe Wonder might be the game that will crack the top 5 for me, because it looks so good and it seems so fun. Maybe we shall check it someday soon. We shall see. But yeah, the Wii, man, what else did I really like on the Wii? You got to Monster Hunter Frontiers G rank, and fought Fatalis. There's a hyper-powered form. Damn. Boy, oh boy, Fatalis keeps getting more powerful, and we have lots of Fatalises, or can we call them Fatalises? Fatali? There's a group of Fatalis. Fatali? That sounds kind of cursed, but anyway, we have a group of them in GU. And, okay, that's something to look forward to. And I put that in quotes. I didn't want that Italian part. I want an Italian pizza and spaghetti. Pizza. Fatalis sauces. Fatalis sauces. Amazing. Amazing, Kate. That is perfect. Fatalis sauces. I will call them Fatalis sauces from now on. The three Fatalis, it just stays. Fatalis sauces. Yes. Yes. So we're going to fight that in the near future in GU. But I think GU so far has been pretty fun. It's good. Old gen, it has some of the old gen woes, but like from someone who started with the new gen Monster Hunter, I think also Kirby also started with new gen Monster Hunter. I think all of us did. It's a very solid game, right? Very solid game, and it's very fun. And we're just scratching the surface already when it comes to GU. Still got a lot more to do, which is exciting. Yes, you started in Rise. Yeah, Kirby started in Rise. I think all of us, our usual friend group, all also started in Rise. Rise is still a very beautiful game. It's still a fantastic game. But back to the Wii. I think one of the first games that I got for it was Twilight Princess. And I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I thought it was good, yeah. And there was a time where everyone was all about Midna. Not the basic form that you see here in the game. The other form. Understandable, I guess, but I thought it was nice. But to me, I'm kind of like a game boomer, right? A bit of a game boomer, so I still like A Link to the Past quite a lot. Yeah, A Link to the Past is just, I had so much memories with that game. It's so good. It's so good. And I think like it was probably one of the games that you have to get an SNES. Zen and Hugh started the world and Bombi? Yeah, I think so. Right. Staple Asian food. But yeah, I thought Twilight Princess was good. What else on the Wii? This is actually kind of funny, but even though that was on multiple consoles, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with Homestar Runner, but I did manage to get the entire series, right? I did manage to get the entire series that was made by Telltale Games, which are, let me remember again, Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, right? Or SBCG FAP. Or SBCGAP. They didn't want to put the F because it might be weird. But yeah, I really liked and still like Homestar Runner. It's pretty great. It's pretty funny. They even had like a recent collaboration with a VR golf game. But if you're not familiar with Homestar Runner was a series of animated Flash cartoons that starred like an armless guy or a white-skinned creature, like, who wears a baseball cap and a red shirt. His name is Homestar, and he's weird. He speaks in like with a strange lisp, but everyone remembers Strong Bad. He's like the short guy with the boxing gloves and the wrestling mask, and has this kind of like accent, kind of like a mix of an Eastern European and Hispanic accent, I guess. And I think one of the most popular segments is the Strong Bad emails. But I still think like it's pretty great. And I think like the 5 episodes that Telltale did based off the franchise was a good memory to have with the Nintendo Wii. Oh, Smash Brothers Brawl was pretty good. It was pretty good. The what's it called? Subspace. Ah, God, I am messing this up. Subspace Emissary was a very cool story mode. Yeah, you basically had an entire story without any dialogue at all, and they made it work, right? Yeah, they actually made it work. Like, the Subspace Emissary was pretty cool for its time. It felt like an expansion of Smash Brothers Melee adventure mode, which was really nice, you know? I did enjoy that. A shame that the game's, well, infamous for other things, like, you know, how Meta Knight was broken and the existence of random tripping. That's one of the most insane mechanics that has ever shown up in not just a platform fighter, but in a fighting game at all. Meta Knight SS tier, the GOAT. Of course you'd say that, Kirby, because, you know, Kirby pilled. That it's in your name. It's in your name. Of course you're gonna say he's the best. Of course. He is cool, but we shouldn't be SS tier. Come on. We shouldn't be that broken. And a lot of people say, like, it felt weird seeing it being played compared to how Melee was. I main him still all games since Brawl. Gotta respect the dedication. Even though nowadays Meta Knight is not part of the meta, I still respect you still playing as him. Yeah. But I think eventually Sakurai thought, like, the negative reception with how Brawl was and how people played it, they tried to, you know, eventually in Smash for Wii U / 3DS and in Smash Ultimate to make it a bit more in between. It's in between Melee and Brawl. And yeah, like, it's kind of insane how Smash Ultimate is now when it comes to the roster of characters. It's crazy. I think it's the biggest roster in a fighting game. Yes, I know it's a platform fighter, but I will call it a fighting game. And it has fighting game characters in it. It has Ryu, it has Ken, it has Terry, it has Kazuya. 4 fighting game characters with their fighting game moves, with motion inputs. So don't you tell me that this is not a fighting game. It has fighting game characters. It's just crazy. I don't know how Sakurai is going to even top that up, man. I don't even know. Like, even if he goes for like a hard reboot, it's hard. It's difficult. And how is he going to, like, if he decides like to expand the roster, like 150 characters? How? It's too much. It will be overwhelming for people. It's going to be very hard to actually do a follow-up to Ultimate. We took Smash Ultimate for granted. Over 70 characters in the base roster is insane. Yeah, right? Although I would say some of like the echoes would probably, you know, take a back seat for the next game. I don't think anyone's going to be sad if Lucina or Dark Pit is going to miss the next game. Although they could do something really cool with Dark Samus, though. They just made her an Echo for some reason. I don't know. Like, you could make different things for these characters, like with how Ryu and Ken are. Like, they have some different things. They're not exactly the same. Sure, they have a Hado, a Shoryu, and a Tatsu, but they have other things to differentiate themselves. Like Ken has his command arms from Super Turbo, for example. And both his final smashes are different. So you could do that with someone like Dark Samus. But we're probably gonna see like a good number of characters being axed in the next Smash game, because the Switch 2 will definitely have another one. It's kind of inevitable. Sakurai has already finished his work in Kirby Air Riders. So what's next? Probably another Smash, right? Maybe, yeah. Doomslayer, Master Chief, Cuphead, Hollow Knight's Knight, Hornet. Yeah, these are some interesting characters. I don't know if like Doomslayer could be in there, but well, we could be surprised. Like Bayonetta made it in there, but who knows? It'd be funny if like they get another fighting game character in there, like say Soul Bad Guy. Yeah, Soul Bad Guy with actual Roman cancels. Yeah. Doomslayer is in as a Mii outfit. You're right. He is a Mii outfit. The Ken final smash in close quarters on the ledge is an easy 0 to death. Yep, it is. Like, he has both the Shinryuken and the Shippu Jinrai Kyaku. The Shinryuken, the interesting thing, like Sakurai specifically mentioned that he liked the Versus series version of the Shinryuken, which is like the giant column of flames. And I think that's a cool choice. Because regular Shinryuken is just like Ken spiraling upwards with an uppercut. Street Fighter 6 Ryu and Smash would be peak. Ooh. Oh yeah. If Ryu comes back in the next Smash game, they could bring some of his Street Fighter 6 stuff in there. Right? They can bring like Hashogeki as his down special, right? Instead of the focus attack. No, they could do that. To Akuma? I honestly thought that Akuma was going to be in the game instead of Ken, because Akuma would probably be perfect. Right? They could make him very different. He's very different. Like, if you actually put in his Ashura Senku, the teleports, or his Demon Flip, or he has so many cool things. People modded Akuma already. Is it a Street Fighter 6 moveset, or is it just like his classic moveset? If it's just Street Fighter 6 moveset, that'd be sick, right? But if it's just like his older moveset, then that's also cool, right? That's also pretty cool. A Monster Hunter. No. We don't need a monster hunter. A monster hunter, no. We need a monster. We need a monster himself. Oh, it's a Street Fighter 5 moveset. Okay. We need an actual monster to play as. Like, if Sakurai used his magic to make Ridley work, then surely a monster from Monster Hunter can make it as a playable character. Come on. Although if they're going to do that, it's going to be Rathalos. Because, you know, Rathalos was already a boss fight in Smash Ultimate. So we'll probably see Rathalos as a playable character. Which is fine, you know. He's the poster monster. He's always in everything. Everybody likes Rathalos. So, I mean, okay, that's it'll be fine. I won't mind it. I think Rathalos is a fine monster, right? He's a good monster. As, like, you know, the poster boy. But yeah, I don't know. It's, you should rank all the monsters you have hunted. That's going to be a big one. I think we'll probably do that after we finish GU, because after we finish GU, we would have had a nice list of almost every single monster that existed to this day. Because, you know, GU is the best of the old gen. GU is a ton. I know. That's why we gotta do it after we finish, because there's still some new monsters, well, new to me, that we haven't hunted yet. So I think we'll hold off on that list. And if we're going to do that list, we're gonna have to do it in a call too. Yeah, we gotta have everybody in the call. Our usual hunter crew in the call, so we can see how our tier lists will be. It's gonna be funny. Like, there'll be probably one day where we actually aren't playing Monster Hunter, but we're doing this tier list. I think that would be funny. All right, if people are expecting, oh, these guys are gonna play Monster Hunter tonight, huh? Oh, no, we're just gonna talk about monsters that they already hunted and probably argue about it. I'm so down. Shovel Knight. Oh, Shovel Knight. Yeah, Shovel Knight is an assist trophy in Ultimate. I think it would be a cool character, but here's the thing about Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight has already been in a number of fighting games before. Believe it or not, he has been in some of them. One of them, interestingly enough, is called Blade Strangers. And yeah, I'm honestly surprised as you are. Like, it had a lot of interesting characters, and for some reason, Isaac from The Binding of Isaac is a playable character in that. He's in Rivals of Aether 1, exactly. And it's so strange hearing Shovel Knight speaking in Japanese, but you know, that's how he was in Blade Strangers. Very strange, totally unintentional game, but fun. Maybe we'll explore it sometime. Again, if you know, I don't have any new fighting games or any new stuff from the recent fighting games that I'm going to play. Call my boy an assist trophy again, and I'll spend the money to become a Vtubers, and I'll do you. I've tracked all his I've tracked all his appearances since I was little. Oh, I see. He was cool in Indie Cross. Ah. So I guess you're familiar with Blade Strangers as well, aren't you, Cobb? Speaking of which, there is another platform fighter which has indie characters in it, and it's called Fraymakers. He's the Superman of indie. Oh, time to race? Okay, have fun, Kirby. Have a good time. Yeah, it's called Fraymakers, and just recently they had like the Spelunky guy as a playable character, and before that they had the Amogus Imposter as a playable character. But it just feels bad that not many people are playing it, though. It does look very nice with its pixel art, though, but I don't know. Apparently, its first year was kind of rough. Fraymakers is made by the Super Smash Flash 2. Yes! Yes, I do know that. I would have expected like a lot of people would be down for it because of the pedigree of the developers. But, yeah. Oh, hey, Jessica. Welcome. Been a long time, but wonderful. It's good to see you. Good to see you, Jessica. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Really wanting it to succeed. Yeah, I hope Fraymakers finds an audience. I understand, like, the platform fighter scene is, you know, dominated by Smash Ultimate, and Rivals of Aether 2 is doing its best to have like a very good scene. And I did play Rivals 2 a couple of times on stream. Very fun game, extremely fun. I love, like, it is the closest to Melee as much as it can be, but being its own thing as well, right? There are some of the characters who feel like they're very similar to in functionality when it comes to other Smash characters, but it does its own thing, which is nice. In Rivals, I built a build for Shovel Knight called the Debt Collector. The Debt Collector? Damn, is he gonna take his debts by shoveling some gemstones? Some gemstones or diamonds? That'd actually be pretty funny. But yeah, the platform fighter scene, it's a little bit rough when it comes to competition. There was that one platform fighter that, God, what was it called? There was this one really good video that talked about the other platform fighters and how they were marketed to be like the next Smash Brothers, but basically failed to do so. Let me actually look it up. It was actually a really good video. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Platform fighters. Let's see. God. Actually forgot his name, man. Ah, there we go. It's How Not to Clone a Classic by Awesome Sauce. Right? Really, really good video. Let me actually link it for you guys. Please watch it if you have the time and if you can. It's a pretty long video. It's like almost an hour long, but it's pretty good and gives you a good idea on how some of these like indie clones kind of like faltered and didn't like work out. Here you go. I think this should be it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the one. Let me also link it on Twitch for those who are those who are also lurking over there. There you go. Yeah. Once you have the time, check it out. You're gonna see a good bunch of these, you know, follow-ups to Smash Brothers that aren't that great, and some which are still, you know, doing okay. Also, for indie games with Shovel Knight, I recommend Aegis Defenders. Very fun and difficult. Aegis Defenders. Let me look that up. Aegis Defenders. Oh, I was almost gonna say Aegis Reflector. Damn. Platform times tower defense. Oh, this game came out in 2018. Oh, you need to update your AMD card? Battle Royale games. Honestly, the best PvP was GW2 PvP. Was the world versus world. Then I said was bots took over the PvP. Player versus player, but you've been seeing. Oh, Garden War. Oh, Guild Wars. I never played Guild Wars. I did hear it, but I never did play Guild Wars. I don't know. Probably not my kind of game. But yeah, it feels bad when you have a game that you love a lot. Its multiplayer is full of bots. No, don't worry about it, Kaba. This is just a just chatting stream. We just talk about anything and everything. Don't worry about it. Have a great day, though. Take care, and thank you for stopping by as usual. But yeah, it just feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. When you have a game that you love and it's chock full of bots, it just feels bad. I do know that TF2, even though TF2 has still a lot of players playing, right? It's not like a dead game by any means, you know? Like, even when I check the Steam charts, for example, I know it's because, you know, it's free and all, but looking at, like, Team Fortress 2, let me just check it. Team Fortress 2. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Team Fortress 2. How many people are playing? 57,425 people are playing TF2 right now. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And the game came out at, like, God, how many years did that game come out? It came out in 2007. This game came out in 2007. Next year would be the 20th anniversary for TF2. God damn. This makes you feel old, doesn't it? Oh, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I actually do want to stream TF2 someday. Yeah, TF2 is always one of those games that I always go back to, right? Because, you know, it's one of these games that you don't really need to take it seriously, right? I do know there is like a competitive mode, which sadly has been filled with bots. Apparently, I'm not sure if they fixed that or not. But the thing is, like, you look at the aesthetics, you look at the characters, you look at like how the game works. It's just, you're just here to have a good time. You're just clowning around. You're having fun. And that's what matters, right? It's that what matters. Skyrim in 2026. That's an interesting question, Jessica. Yeah, Skyrim probably still has people playing. When a game is great, why not have fun? Exactly. Well, just have fun, bro. Just have a good time. Just have a good time. You don't have to like sweat about it all the time. You don't have to like, oh man, I gotta like get the high rank and stuff. Which is why when you see me play Marvel Rivals, I just play quick play, right? I just play quick play. I just play quick play with my friends. I don't play ranked. I haven't even touched ranked for like for almost all the seasons. I haven't even played ranked. And I do not intend to play ranked because I'm already having a good time with quick play. I'm just having fun. Sure, granted, you get to have these games where people are just like, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing this? You're not supposed to play the game that way. If we need a healer or we need two healers, you gotta have the healers, you know? Like when it comes to games like Rivals, I think personally, you should at least have one character you are familiar with with each type, right? You at least need to be good with one tank, with one DPS, and with one healer. Honest, because these kind of games can be very dynamic. Like, depending on like who you're playing with, you don't know what team they're playing as, what characters they're playing as, unless you're playing with friends. So having familiarity with the important types will make you like ready for anything. So if you have a team that is just like, I don't know, 3 DPS and 2 tanks, and there's no healer, and you might think, oh, okay, I'm familiar with someone like, say, Cloak and Dagger. I'll just use Cloak and Dagger. I like Cloak and Dagger. I'll just play as them. Or if we have another team that has 2 healers and 3 DPS, for example, and then you'd say, oh, I'm gonna play a tank. Which one of these tanks I like the most? Oh, I like to play as Rogue. So you'd be ready. You would be prepared in order to face any challenges if you're thrown on random teams. But not a lot of people want to do that, unfortunately. I don't know why. I do not understand why, but you know, it is what it is when it comes to online games, right? It is what it is. You just gotta be like patient. That's a good word, but patient. Although sometimes you're gonna have some people who will run your patience, but you gotta do your best. And remember that, you know, you're just here to, you know, play a game that you enjoy and have fun, right? That's all that matters. But yeah, about TF2, I think like Hugh told me that he wants to play TF2 sometime. So, and I know Hugh is kind of busy with like personal projects and stuff. And I don't know if he'll be available for the next couple of months. We shall see. But I do want to play TF2 in the future on stream again. I miss it, man. I miss it. I mostly played Heavy and Pyro. Although I did manage to dabble with other characters, but I had been in the last time I played TF2, played a little bit of Engineer. Because, you know, it's kind of fun. Like, to go around the map and find the right location where nobody expects it, and you put a turret in there, right? Just put that turret, and then you have someone unexpectedly just like run, like a scout, for example, just running all over the place, and then, oh no, where did that turret come from? Boom, you're dead. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, honestly, like the aesthetic of Team Fortress 2 is ageless, right? It stands the test of time. Like I said, next year is going to be the 20th anniversary, and it still holds up. Like the character designs, the visuals, and the maps, they, personally, in my opinion, they hold up. They very much hold up. I still think it looks great, even if it is an old game. But yeah, I kind of miss it. Well, maybe one day, check it out. Maybe one day we'll check it out. Let me just drink some water. Okay, so what else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? Let me think. They are going to announce the last character in the Season 3 pass of Tekken 8. That's going to be cool. I don't know when exactly they're going to announce it, but it is going to happen. And I know a lot of people saying, hey, is Tifa going to be there? Is Tifa finally showing up in the game? And we've seen some people talk about, oh, well, there's been rumors that Tifa from Final Fantasy VII is going to show up in Street Fighter 6. And I'm like, okay, like, I understand Tifa is an iconic character in an iconic game, but I don't know if they're going to let her show up in 2 games, right? My favorite is the Spy, and here's the beauty of it. The Spy was a glitch that people loved so much. The Spy had a glitch that people loved so much that they added it in the game? Really? What was the glitch? Do you remember what it is? The Spy was like the worst character I played as. I am terrible as playing as the Spy, even though he's so fun, right? Even like the Spy is just so fun. Like the fact that you can just like cloak invisibility and then just like walk around and, you know, stab him in the back with the knife. And you can like change it to one of the other characters from the other team so it can fool him. Yeah, the Spy is great, but I am terrible as playing as the Spy. It was the enemy who saw you as the enemy's teammate. Oh, that was a bug? Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That is news to me. Holy moly. Wow, so actually disguising yourself as a teammate was a glitch. Huh. Well, that's new knowledge. I appreciate that. The only team-based shooter I played was Garden Warfare 2 and Halo by technicality. And a lot of people talk about that Garden Warfare 2 is like the best of the PvZ spinoffs. Yes, a bug, but results, bravo. Yeah, it definitely was a great result. It made Spy even more fun. Yeah, a lot of people say Garden Warfare 2 is the best of the spin-off games. Maybe I'll try. By far the best. Yeah, makes sense. I do know, like, the quote-unquote PvZ remaster has gotten a bit of flack. It's honestly insane. Like, they couldn't even get none of the original staff to work on the remake or the HD re-release, because it isn't really a remake. It's an HD version of the old game. Yeah, none of the original game developers came back. Yeah, PopCap is just a husk of its former self. Again, just like Ubisoft, EA just eating up these small companies and, you know, ruining them. What a shame. I still love the PopCap games, you know? Did you talk about an upcoming thing? That's coming a bit later, Kirby. Once we're close to the end of the stream. Be patient. Be patient. I know you're excited, but be patient. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII. We're talking about Tifa. Yeah, we're talking about Tifa, who might show up in either Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6. Well, Summer Game Fest is coming soon. The State of Play is coming this next week. Not this week, the week after. Well, we'll see. We'll see. She'd be cool. I would think that both Bamco and Capcom will do a great job as if they manage to adapt her as a character, but we'll see. Remake, Rebirth, FF7. Yeah, the new one. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Hi, Pearl. Good morning and congrats. Congrats once again. Good job, Pearl. You are now finally free from the clutches of studies. And now you're going to be busy with another thing, which is called work. But you deserve, like, a good rest. Like, treat yourself. Treat yourself, Pearl. Get yourself something good. Get something nice to eat. Or buy yourself, I don't know, maybe a new PC or something. That'd be cool. Yeah, Sephiroth, and I don't know how they're going to do the whole Aerith thing, but we'll see. Wilds DLC shown at Summer Game Fest. Yes, that is a near guarantee. 98% that the Wilds DLC is going to be that's going to be showing up at the Summer Games Fest. Pragmata? I need to pay off my student loan first. Oh, man. Oh, man. Feels bad. Loans. When you gotta study, you gotta pay for loans. When you gotta buy a new house, you gotta pay loans. It's just, I don't know, man. It feels like you have a chain around your neck and you're just trying to, like, walk through life while trying to get rid of that chain on your neck. And it's rough. It's rough. Like, if it were me, it'd be easier to just pay it all in one go. But, you know, in some countries, education is really expensive, and so is housing. So I understand, but you're just gonna have that debt on your neck for your entire life, and I don't know. So it's really tough to live with this kind of thing. Yeah, one step at a time. I was in love with Aerith, and not Cloud, but Zack. No spoilers. I'm excited to see what happened in the next game. Oh, I appreciate not spoiling stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Excuse me. We shall see. We shall see. I am familiar with FF, but I don't know. Probably not the games that I usually play. I do respect it as a franchise, though. And I do know of its characters and whatnot. I do think Cloud and Sephiroth were cool in Smash Brothers. they were fun to play as. Wouldn't say like they're my favorite characters in the game, but they are fun. They are fun. Sakurai just, he knows the assignment when it comes to each character that he adapts in the franchise. I need to finish Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 has like a long story, doesn't it? How about Slay the Princess? Ha! Slay the Princess in Smash Brothers. It'll be hard. It'll be very difficult. Even though I do like Slay the Princess. Is probably one of my favorite visual novels, but I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, we did play Slay the Princess and the Pristine Cut edition as well. Waluigi needs his chance. Yeah, Waluigi needs his own game, man. Nintendo's just like, they're just putting him as the side character. Bro, but make him in the game. Make his own game. Surely someone at the second party studios like Intelligent Systems can make a Waluigi game, a quirky Waluigi game, and make it into a franchise. But I don't know. Did they just keep him as, that's the guy that shows up with Wario and he just is there to troll people? Forza Horizon determines what settings your PC can run. High graphics can run? Yeah. Slay the Princess was super interesting. Yes. Why not? It's too gory. It's too violent. They couldn't go for that. And it's not like a big franchise. It is, a great game, but I don't think Sakurai probably even knows of it. Next level games should put Mario Strikers Charged on the Switch. Ooh. How was the Mario Strikers game on the Switch, by the way? Charged is like probably my favorite. The Wii version of the game is my favorite. Bad? A massive step back from the Wii version. Even though next level games were the people who were still working on it? Man. Feels bad. A lot of stuff lost. Unfortunate. It seems like it's the opposite of Mario Tennis, right? Mario Tennis, they even added more stuff. They added even more stuff in Mario Tennis. They actually made it like almost like a fighting game. It's crazy. On Switch, the Mario Maker custom levels. Oh man, Mario Maker. I never even bought either Mario Maker. I feel bad. And like the custom levels are insane. Yeah. Wait, the Sakurai is going to return for next generation of Super Smash Brothers since he made a Kirby Air Ride game? Yeah, just like Kirby said, unknown. We don't know if he will be back for a new Smash game. We don't know. It is his baby, but I do not know. He's deserving his break. Yes. Yes, he does. I don't think he returned back to his YouTube, though. He's still probably busy with work, but he does deserve some rest. I played a ton of Super Mario Maker Kaizo levels. Oh, no. The Kaizo levels. And then there are the levels with Rubber Ross that are quite infamous. Speaking of Rubber Ross, did any one of you guys watch the Gameoverse pilot? I'm kind of curious. Did any of you watch that? I thought it was pretty nice. I thought it was fun. I'm glad that Ross finally managed to get his project going, because apparently a lot of studios rejected it. Game overs. Game overs. It's the latest cartoon that has been funded by Glitch. Glitch Productions, same people who worked on The Amazing Digital Circus. Yeah, it's Glitch. Yeah, exactly. Game overs. Yeah. Hi, Grid, and hi, Fal. How you doing? Welcome. Pomni, we got some bouncing to do. Oh yeah, by the way, I did watch the GG clip compilation where she's 2 steps ahead. It's good. It's not chef's kiss. Amazing use of the MMDs as well. Yeah, I understand you had like clips of it before, like as as shorts, but seeing it all put together is just good. Nice job. Gonna check that out after flight. Yeah, do check it out. I'm officially an animator now. Yeah, well, I honestly say you are. I honestly, no more Clipper. honestly, like, with how much fun you're having with the MMDs, I would say go for it. I say go for it because they're fun. The fact that you're going for this like pixelated, not actually pixelated, it's more of like a stop motion PS1 aesthetic, is very unique compared to how other people do their MMD stuff, which is great, right? It was great. I do love it. It is like, it makes you stand out. That's what I'm going to say. He is no longer a Clipper. He is free from the land of the Clippers. He is now an animator. Now I need to find a job as well. You just graduated, bro. You need to just relax. Take a breather. Have a good time. Honestly, that was like a mistake when I added the mosaic. Oh, you mean it was a mistake at the first time? If it was a mistake, then it was a mistake that actually worked. It was like a mistake, but yeah, it felt like a mistake. But sometimes good things come out of mistakes, right? Sometimes some good things can come out of mistakes. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It did turn out to be very, very successful, I would say. My life in a nutshell. No, don't say that. Don't say that, pal. You had some good, like, even as a joke, don't say that. You are not the mistake. The only thing that mistake that you have is you missed the steak that you were supposed to eat yesterday. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. Also, marketing the heck out of it. It's a bug and not a feature. Working is mistake. Graduation is victory. You got to pick and choose. True. I already said that first. Gabe, I already said that first. It's 2026. Everyone is Delulu. Yeah, more people got to eat steaks. Okay, chat, since we're talking about steaks, very important question. Very important question about steaks. So, do you like it rare, medium rare, or well done? Medium rare. Good. Good answer. Raw. Damn. Okay. Crit says raw. Medium rare. Okay. Rare. Okay. Jessica says rare. Medium rare for Pearl as well. A lot of people say medium rare. Damn. Okay. Okay. I also like medium rare because it's like the best of both worlds, you know? Crit says he wants to eat the cow alive. Damn. Damn. Raw cow. And he just goes to the farm and he just sees a cow right in front of him and he just wants to eat it whole. Like a Tasmanian devil. Damn. Gotta say, that's pure dedication to the consumption of meat. But meat is very, very delicious. I like my burgers medium, though. Speaking of burgers, I think I like them. I think I like grilled burgers more than, you know, the usual way of making burgers. Like, you know, frying them or something. Hank Hill, if you tell a chef well done politely and ask them to leave, catch the prey and do a man versus wild thing. I might have called a health inspector there. Good here, usually they was giving ass. Oh man. Yeah. It's just really, I think like grilled burgers are really nice, right? You actually put them on the grill, have some like onions, have some tomatoes, some lettuce, some cheddar cheese, all topped up with a nice sesame bun. Sounds good, doesn't it? It smells pretty good. I met a customer who wanted it burnt, so we did it. We burned it again. They absolutely love the burnt charcoal. Look, if they want something burnt as charcoal, they may as well eat charcoal itself. Why would you want it to be burnt? Why would you burn a steak? You should burn a steak or meat or burger. I mean, grilling it is nice, but burning it? Damn. You literally just become like Dormammu and just say burn to cinders. You may as well not turn it into charcoal. You turn it into cinders. How do you like your steak? Forged. Yes. I go to like the best smithy in the land and he will forge. Just don't eat the food at the airport because, oh yeah, airport food I hear like isn't very good. Poor Mamu, I have called to charge. I have come to charge. Damn, Doctor Strange, you'd be going to Dormammu, not order any burgers from it. That'd be kind of nasty. That'd be kind of nasty. But we're still gonna keep the talking though. But I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to do next week. All right, what we're going to do next week. Let me see. Let me just post something, a little something here, if I can find it. This is where we're going to talk about something that we may ask for viewer participation. Now we're not done with the stream. We still have a bit more to talk about, but let's see what we're going to do next week, right? We just put this on the side over there, and let me put that up. I think we should be okay, and bam. Okay, so next week on Tuesday, it's going to be very, very early in the morning, at least for me. We are finally entering into the depths of Tomodachi life, living the dream. And yes, this is what the island is going to be. It is the Isle of Island. Yes, it is called the Isle of Island. Why? It's like the title is going to give you an aneurysm, which is exactly why we're going to do that. And here's the thing though, I already have 7 characters in there. And if you actually look at the image a little bit, let me actually make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. Let me move my big ass body over there. Make this a bit bigger. Yeah, you see there's some folks down there. There's a couple of folks down there that you may what we may get to introduce later in the stream. So here's the part where you guys come in, right? Here's where the part where you guys come in. So I see an old man. Yes, there is an old man in there. And the spoilers, there's more than one old man in there. Yeah, there's still an old man in there. There's several old men in there. But yeah, here's where you guys are going to join in as well. So in this island, I have created original characters that I wanted to make, and a number of well-known characters, some familiar, some not familiar, but I want you guys to suggest characters that we can put on the island, but on 2 conditions. First condition is nothing religious, nothing political, none of that. We don't need none of that, so we can pass that out. And number 2, it should be possible that we could do on the me maker, on the character creator. Rajang? Can you even make Rajang in this? Is Rajang political? No, unless he runs for president. It would be funny though. Yes, you can. I don't know, man. Rejag it, brother. Union. Oh, Union. Put Union in. Oh, okay. Okay. Gold ship. Oh, Gold She's coming. Gold She's coming, but she's a little bit later. Okay, so far we have Rajang. How the hell am I gonna make Rajang? That's gonna be Lethal Company employee, and I don't think I can make Lethal Company employee in. No, I don't. They don't have the equipment, so I can put Lethal Company employee, and that's very hard. Union is possible. Rajang, I don't know. Can you make an edgy character, but he knows his stuff? I shall make one right now. Oh, God. But here's the thing, yo. Fal, you know how to draw. I'm ass at drawing. Like, there's this one character that I tried to draw, and it doesn't look great. I just tried. I may eventually need your help, but I'm kind of bad at drawing. You can do it better than you realize. The impression is better than the one impersonation yourself. I mean, we'll see, Jessica, but I'll try. I'll try. Can you make an edgy character but he knows his stuff? That's an original character. I did say we can add original characters in the map, but my mama? No, I can't put my mama in there. I shall clear my schedule. Oh, hell yeah. My mom, I can't put my mom in there. No. No. No, I don't have a VTuber mama either, so I can't put her either. I will be there too. Okay, okay. So I think it's going to be very early. So I think we'll be starting at... God, what time? Yeah, unless something comes up. I don't know. Maybe something might come up. I am not sure. But hopefully we'll start at 7:30 a.m. GMT. Because I am at home as well. So no work on that day. So I'm gunning at 7:30 a.m. GMT. Will you be in call? I think if I need Fal's help, I may need to go and call. But otherwise, if he is busy or if he could make it, but I'll just have to solo it. I have to wing it. I'll just have to wing it. But yeah, we're gonna go for original characters and what's it called? Basic characters. Next week is Eid al-Adha, but so I'm on weekend, so I need to finish some stuff first. My mom, I can actually copy her voice perfectly. Okay, take care, Jessica. Thank you for joining. Good to see you again. All right, let me actually get that list up so we can see if we have more suggestions eventually. Let me get the stream up. Let me make myself, my thumbnail a little bit smaller. Where is... okay, let me do this. Characters, oops. Characters to be added. Rajang. Oh. Rajang. You'll see it in a bit. Yun. Original edgy character. Okay, let me actually show this. Oh, there we go. Characters to be added. Rajang, we have Yun, we have OG edgy character. That's going to be there as well. Peter Griffin. Alice from yesterday's game. I think Alice is possible, but I don't know. Whoa. Would she be interesting? Maybe we'll put her as a future thing. Peter Griffin. Yeah, Peter Griffin. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, let me see. Edgy character. Peter Griffin. Alice from Magical Princess. Okay. Interesting. That's quite an interesting list that we have there. What is my best impression? Impression of voices? I'm not a good impressionist. I'm kind of bad with that. I could just make like, you know, like funny weird voices if I could. Like funny people with like accents or whatnot. I can actually do that. But as for impersonations, I'm bad at them. Impersonations. I do enjoy voice acting though. Voice acting is like very, very fun. But yeah, these are some pretty cool suggestions. So I think, again, unless something comes up, we don't know. We don't know what happens. Unless something comes up, it'll be a good chunk of, you know, it'll be a good chunk of like checking out the residents and making new residents from your suggestions as well. But yeah, this is going to be pretty fun. I'm honestly excited. Your Yoda voice was great. My Yoda voice. Can I actually do Yoda? Let me see. Oh, Blanca. Street Fighter Blanca? Oh, Blanca needs to actually have his hair drawn. Oh man, I am drawing hair. No. Oh, I need to learn the tricks of drawing hair. I need to know, because Blanca's hair is like, it's just like electricity. It's like spikes, right? It's very electric. It would be funny to have Blanca in there. It would be funny to have Blanca in there. Oh, did I actually make a voice like Yoda? Let me see if I can find a Yoda quote if I can actually do that. I don't know. Like for example, oh man, now I'm putting myself on the spot right now. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Named must be your fear. Before banish it you can. Or something like that. I don't know. I can't think it. Like, I am no Frank Oz, and I am no Tom Kane. God rest his soul. Man, feels bad that he just passed away recently. If for anyone who's familiar, Tom Kane was the guy who voiced Yoda in a lot of Star Wars spin-off material and in animated stuff. He was also Professor Utonium in the Powerpuff Girls, and he was Magneto in MVC3 and Wolverine and the X-Men. So, man, may he rest in peace. That was awesome. You guys actually like that? Well, thank you. I wouldn't say it was good, but thanks. Man. And voice acting is very, very cool. Voice acting is very, very cool. I like voice acting. It's fun. It's a good reason why I also want to play like visual novels. Visual novels are cool. Visual novels are cool, and you get to voice like characters. And speaking of which, Coffee Talk Tokyo. Coffee Talk Tokyo came out a few days ago. I can't wait to play that. I cannot wait. I already bought the game, and I don't know if I can squeeze it into next week's schedule because we already have a lot of games. Actually, I'll just talk about what we'll do next week before we set things up. Yeah, the new Coffee Talk game. Yeah, Coffee Talk Tokyo. Ooh, yeah. I love Coffee Talk. I love it. I love it. It feels bad like the original creator isn't here to like see it, but yeah, I'm excited to play Coffee Talk Tokyo. It is a spinoff of the Coffee Talk games, but there are a few characters who show up from the first two games that show up in the game as well. So I am very excited to give it a shot. The Mustache Man on the Monopoly game? Oh, there's another suggestion. Okay, I'll add it to the list. Monopoly Man. Okay, I think we do have a nice list here. Monopoly Man. Okay, we got a good list of characters there. Yeah, I think we should be set with these characters. Again, I am going to add characters that I want to see on the island too. So it's going to be a mix of some of these and some of the characters that I want to see on the island as well. And like I said, it's going to be some copyright characters, some original characters, some weird characters, because we know we like some weirdos. We like some funny freaks. I wouldn't say they're freaks. They're nice people. They're very nice people. But yeah, I'm excited for Tomo Life. Hopefully, we'll be able to play it on Tuesday, unless you know, I get busy and we get to play it like much later in the day. We shall see. All right, let me move myself back here. Yeah, there we go. Let me actually edit this so we can say for Tomo Life. Where is it? Where's the text? Ah, there we go. Characters to be added in Tomo Life. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, take care, Pearl. Thanks for coming as usual, and congratulations once again on graduating. You've completed a big step in your life, and now you're on to take the next one. Great job. But again, so next week, it's probably going to be a fighting game week next week alongside the usual games. So on Wednesday, we're going to play some City of the Wolves. We're going to be trying out Mr. Karate. He is not Robert Garcia. He is Mr. Karate. And from what I've seen of Mr. Karate, he has like stuff from the OG Mr. Karate, who is Takuma. There's some stuff that he got from other characters in the Kyokugen side of things. So I'm very interested. People are saying like he's going to be ridiculous. So I'm excited. And then on Thursday, we move on to Street Fighter 6. We're going to be trying out Ingrid. Yes, Ingrid, the character who showed up in Capcom Fighting Jam / Capcom Fighting Evolution. Who, well, you know, Street Fighter 6 team, they know how to make magic, right? And Ingrid is literally magic. They actually made her into an actual like goddess, and she's a zoner. So she's going to be throwing projectiles and beams like till Kingdom Come, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be funny. I can't wait to try her out because the redesign and the retooling of her kit. Again, I will say this: the Street Fighter 6 team has the best adaptations of past characters that I have seen in recent memory. Period. It's like they saw Street Fighter V and they saw how some of the older characters got their movesets gutted for a bit, and then they thought, nah, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna give them everything they had and more. Which is what we need, right? That's what we need. It's perfect. Like, I don't think anyone complained about how Elena or Sagat or how Alex or how Viper was adapted into Street Fighter 6, because, you know, the team are doing a great job, right? To Street Fighter introducing Tifa. No, it's Waluigi. Yeah, he's gonna show up on the Switch 2 version. Yeah, Waluigi's gonna show up in the Switch 2 version of the game. You can hear it from me first. I will say that with little to no problem. But and then on Friday we'll have, you know, our usual Monster Hunter stream. My favorite character in Street Fighter. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's a lot of characters in Street Fighter. I'd say one of my favorites is Alex, but the cousin thing. Let's not talk about that. Alex is cool, but yeah, the less we talk about that, the better. I like Give. I like Zangief. Zangief, as the Street Fighter 6 announcer says. I like Give. Sagat is another character I like. They did fantastic job in how he was in Street Fighter 6. I like Sagat. Rose is another character. Jack is in Tekken. That's a Tekken character. Jack is Tekken. Jack, or do you mean Cracker Jack, who was in the EX series? But these are the games that are made by Arika. Different developer. Oh, yeah. Jack is Tekken. He's a big machine. I like playing as Jack in Tekken. But as for Street Fighter characters, let's see. I do, like I said, I do like Rose. Rose, very cool. Of course, Lisa reference from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that I eventually got to learn, but very cool design. Green Metal Jack. Yeah, that's Tekken. That's Tekken. No, it's okay, Jessica. Don't worry about it. He's a Tekken character. He's a machine, a big body, big machine. I like Jack in Tekken, like I said. Outside of that, I like Charlie. Charlie in the Alpha series was great. His moveset in Street Fighter V is interesting, but his story is kind of, I don't know. Why did you bring him back as a zombie and then give him that kind of ending? Like, come on, man. Rashid is another character I like. Yeah, Rashid. Very cool, very fast, very wind adjacent. Very cool. I think out of the girls, who do I like from the girls? Man, who of the girls do I actually like? I actually need to think about that one. Yeah, I did mention Rose. Yeah, Rose is already one of the girls. Brain fart. Yeah, I think Rose is probably my favorite girl. Oh, Menat. Menat in Street Fighter V. I can't play her right, but God, damn, design is amazing. The animations that she has, the flair that she has, so full of character. Man, bring her back in Street Fighter 6, please. Please, we'd love to have Minot back. But I think that's a good bunch. Which of the Street Fighter 4 characters? I like Hakan in Street Fighter 4. There is, of course, DJ. DJ, I think I like him even more in Street Fighter 6. But I did play him in Super Turbo, though. Yeah, DJ in Super Turbo is sick. Very good. Yeah, but about the schedule. Friday we'll have Monster Hunter, and Saturday. I might have Magical Princess on Sunday, but Saturday, I do not know. Will we have our usual multiplayer game, or will we have Marvel Rivals? It's going to be either of those two. It's either going to be like, you know, multiplayer game that we play with the friendos, or going to play Marvel Rivals. I'll play more Devil Dinosaur. He's sick. Yeah, DD, not Daredevil, is very fun. But, you know, like I said on the tweet, if you don't have healers, he's gonna die very quickly. He's very slow, but his chomps are fantastic. They cause bleed and they do a lot of damage over time. He's fun. Ayane, but that's dead or alive. Yeah, she's dead or alive. Speaking of DOA, interestingly enough, my favorite character in DOA is not even originally from DOA, and that's Momiji from Ninja Gaiden 2. Yeah, I like playing Momiji a lot in DOA 5 last round. I don't know if I'm going to play DOA 6 last round. I don't know, because it doesn't have rollback. It's the thing. I don't want to suffer through delay-based netcode again. We're done with that. I need to be free. I need to be free from delay-based netcode. But I do know a new DOA is coming, and hopefully it turns out well. It's good to see it back. We also need some healthy competition in the 3D space. It hasn't been like Tekken. And there's the new VF. There is some certain leaked footage that the game, that even despite like being at like 2040p, it looks really good. I'm excited for the new VF. Really? Yeah, there's going to be a new DOA. Yeah, there's going to be a new Dead or Alive. I played so little of Street Fighter, but Dead or Alive or Tekken? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, but Momiji is my favorite. I dabbled a little bit with Zack and Bass. I think they're fun, but I mostly played Momiji in DOA 5. DOA 2, on the other hand, is, yeah, probably Bass. One time and done. Give us save points. Yeah, it would be nice. Man. It's just good to see like fighting games are doing pretty good. In a couple of months, we'll have Avatar Legends. I'm excited to play that. I streamed a little bit of the closed alpha. That game was fun. I enjoyed playing Top. She's really fun. But now we're gonna have more characters. Azula looks insane. Literally, she does have her insane mode as a mode that she can be in. But I'm excited to see who else shows up. We do have the base roster. UA2? No, DOA2. DOA2. Dead or Alive 2. Dead or Alive 2. That's what I meant. Dead or Alive 2. Because I played that on a Dreamcast. Like I am saying, yeah, Avatar Legends. Yeah, and the only thing I feel sad about is, like, there's barely any Korra characters in there. It's just Korra and Zahir. That's it. That's it. Everyone else is from The Last Airbender. I mean, I understand The Last Airbender is the more popular series, but come on, man. You could have had someone like Amon from season 1 of Korra. You could have added that. You added him in there. Tenzin, right? You gotta add Tenzin in there. You can make him different from Aang. I know he's like an airbender as well, but you can make him different from Aang. Maybe they'll put him as DLC. I don't know if they'll get J.K. Simmons back, but maybe he'll be as DLC. But otherwise, yeah, everything else is from The Last Airbender except Avatar Kyoshi, which is a very interesting choice. Although it makes sense that they're adding her in because, you know, she is an avatar and there's a lot of supporting material that talks about Kyoshi a lot. So makes sense that they included her in the game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Jesse. Then there's Tokon in August. Marvel Tokon. Ooh, I'm so excited about that. We got 2 more teams left. We got Doctor Doom's team and Ghost Rider's team. I wonder who will be included. I mean, with Doctor Doom's team, we got a little bit of a teaser of Carnage who might show up. And with Ghost Rider's team, apparently they're going to be anti-heroes or outlaws. Although there was that one post-trailer teaser after the ones with the Amazing Guardians that shows signs that Deadpool is going to be in there. Please put Deadpool in the game. I don't want to buy him as DLC. He's one of my favorite Marvel characters, so if I'm not gonna get good old Benjamin Grimm and the base roster, at least put Deadpool in there. Come on, please, Arxus. Yeah, the Korra series kind of kept down by the Aang series. Yeah. Although, honestly, I thought Korra was good, you know? Korra was good. Like, granted, it could have been better, but it was good. How about the movie? Let's not talk about the movie, Jessica. That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. DMC is good too, but it's more role-playing. And DMC is more of an action game, though. You mean Devil May Cry? Yeah, it's more of an action game. I ironically love the movies that everyone hates. I mean, fair enough, Jessica. Fair enough. Sometimes you gotta like some movies that people don't like a lot. It happens. It's better than the DBZ movie. Yes, I will give it that. Ryan Reynolds to show up in Tokon voicing Deadpool? That's not happening. If anything, it'll either be Nolan North, or if like Marvel really enjoyed Alejandro Saab, in Marvel Rivals that can bring him back for Tokon. But we shall see if Deadpool is going to show up in the game to begin with. We shall see. We shall see. And yeah, I do enjoy the Deadpool movies as well. Ryan Reynolds, good live action Deadpool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I guess we've actually yapped for a good while. And yeah, may as well call it here for tonight. Yeah, we had a pretty good variety of discussions tonight. It was pretty fun. We also got a lot of fantastic suggestions to see who will include in the Isle of Island. And yeah, we'll be checking that out on Tuesday, but tomorrow I'm going to have a day off. Maybe pair some of the characters that you guys suggested. We'll see. We'll probably do some of the characters that you guys asked for on stream. Yeah. But with that said, I thought it was mediocre, both movies. The attempt, it's paying tribute to, but still, yeah, it was an attempt, but not a very good one. But with that said, guys, thank you all for watching either live or via the archives. Tomorrow, like I said, day off, but I will see you guys on Tomo Life on Wednesday. On Tuesday, sorry. Wednesday will be City of the Wolves. Let me raid you over to Cade, because I have not seen them for a while, and they debuted with an awesome new male model. So let me just put up the raid in there and say hi to them. They are playing the Outlast Trials. Ooh, spooky. So raid is set up on Twitch. Feel free to join if you wanna, but if you don't wanna, then that's also fine. All right, folks, I hope you all have a great evening or afternoon or night, and hope you all have a great time. And thank you for joining me on this fun Zatsudan chat. All right, I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.